We got a great one tonight. I think by now you've all have gotten your focuses and gone through the promotion. We would just love for you to get that Hunzer Rich. That's Mr. Knob's gift to you for Peter and in honor of our 1 years in business. So don't hesitate to put that $150 wholesale order in here and do it and get your Hunzer Rich because you're going to love that product. Before I use it, I love it, and you have to get it free. And once you use it, you're gonna be spoiled. You're gonna want to use it again and again. We have our monthly specials, and because when they're gone at the end of the month, they're gone. And so other than that, we're having the $1 Million Face with that new collection bag. It's a beautiful bag. For some of you who've already gotten them, I'm sure you'll agree with me on that one. Very. Plus, you're getting $10 $1 Million Face. So it's really a very good program. Now, I'd like you all...
Having trouble hearing you.
I know it. I'd like all of you to go on mute 6 except for our... Stay on without mute. Vicki Lynn Johnson, stay on without mute. And Kim Hillman, stay on without mute. The rest of you, please mute so we don't get that noise. It's really within the area, so please do that. And we're going to start right off tonight by the title of our conference call, and that is, When You're New, Get New. And, you know, sometimes we get so involved figuring out what people are thinking, we think, oh, it's really hard to sponsor. Or then we say, nobody has any money nowadays. With the economy being the way it is, nobody has any money. You know, they can't buy kits and inventory. They're having trouble buying gas. Then you think to ourselves, do you think people aren't interested? Nah, I don't think they'll be interested. Or how about this one? Do you think people do not want to work? And sometimes we get people into the business and we surmise that because they aren't working and we think maybe they don't want to work. But, you know, I think also we got to remember that people don't know the business, so how can they work at something they don't know? So that's our job as sponsors, is to train them, and they do become interested. I think a lot of it, too, ladies, is what their whys are. Why do anybody come into business? There has to be that understanding. And tonight I'm going to ask 3 of our new people. They were thinking, and I've got the 3 questions. I've got some questions I'm going to ask him, and I'd first like to have Ann Zuckerman available. And Ann, I'd like to start with you. And the rest of you, please put your phone on mute except for Kim and Vicki Lynn, because we're going to talk to you in a bit. So, Ann, how are you tonight?
Great.
Oh, wonderful. Well, you're certainly doing well in this business. And I wanted to ask you, what did your sponsor do or say to get you excited about the business?
Well,
what was your why?
Okay. My sponsor is Gail Bogdanovich, and of course you all know she has an amazingly positive attitude. So I thought she was absolutely fabulous as soon as I met her. And when we met, she suggested that I might be interested in entering the business because my background was in lingerie. I actually had a shop, which I closed in 2003. It was a family business because the rent was just impossible. So Gail thought that I'd be great in Junique, and my response was, been there, done that, no thank you. But we spoke for almost 2 years off and on. And then one day I asked someone else in the business, what was business like in the current economic climate? And to my surprise, the response was that it was okay. So as soon as I heard that, I immediately called Gail and said, okay, fine, I'm ready. So to answer the question, Gail and her great personality got me excited about the business, and she's been a fabulous sponsor. And I actually worked a curves today.
Excellent. Now, in other words, she was persistent. Is that right, Ed?
Yeah, but not in a pushy way, just in a very friendly, hi, how are you? You know, have you given it any thought?
Yeah, and she kept contact with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and therefore, and she wasn't pushy, but she let you know the door was always open and any doors. Very good.
Right.
So why did you think...
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay, I know, I didn't either. Okay, let's try it again. Everybody else go on mute, please. Okay. Okay. Why did you think you could be successful in this business? Because you said you closed one.
Right. Well, I already had bra fitting skills, so you know, I had already had some experience. But as all of us know, Junique bras are definitely different. So what I know helped, but I certainly needed to learn about the proper fitting of Junique bras. But I really like meeting people, and I love visiting new places. I also love learning. So this was an opportunity for me.
All right. Now, so then once you got in, what have you learned? That is it easy to sell, or what kind of selling have that really feel that made it easy for you, or difficult? What did you think about it? What you got in?
Well, of course, I needed to learn how to do this type of business. I had been in a similar business once before many years ago, but it does take different types of skills. However, and I know a lot of people out there are certainly better sellers than I am, but I truly try to listen to what the customer is saying, try to solve problems and issues. And women come for a number of reasons. They want personal attention. They want to know what a proper fit is. And they want comfort. They also want to feel good. So if I can do that, then, you know, hopefully they purchase, and very often they do. And you never know. I mean, there are people who I meet who may not buy from me today, but tell a friend or bring someone else back. So it's a win-win situation, and I'm feeling good about it.
Good. In other words, you're kind of practicing what Gail did. They want it now. You're still keeping that contact with them.
Right.
That's very good. Okay. What are your goals now that you're in business, Anne, and what do you really see where you might go in the business?
Well, my goals keep changing. I think all of us have goals that keep changing. Of course, I want to make money, but I also want to continue.
Okay.
I also want to continue to enjoy doing what I do. And in all honesty, I really love working with Gail. And, of course, Florida is coming soon, and I plan to learn as much as I can while in Florida and meet all of you.
Oh, well, we're excited about meeting you, Anne. You're just doing so well, and you're going to learn a lot because we're going to have all the experts there from all across the country that are going to share their knowledge. So you're in for a wonderful, wonderful learning and fun experience.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Well, thank you. And now I just want to say, Anne, thank you very much. And how long have you been in the business now?
Since November.
Since November, and so you're on a roll. You've got it going. I'm excited, not only for Gail for having such a great girl, but also for you to where you're going to go. And, you know, when you're new, you've got people that are going to be watching you now, Anne, and so you can bring it on and get people to come in with you, and when you're new, get new, and because right away that enthusiasm is going to rub off on another person, and you can start building your group. So I really feel that it's easier when you bring somebody else in with you, because I know I did that and then when I first started the business, and I brought somebody in right away because I thought, well, I'm not going to be in this by myself. And so lo and behold, I started to build a group, and I think that's the secret of this.
So just to add one other thing, the curves that I did today, I recruited a friend of mine to do skincare and cosmetics